All right, let's do stress test. Trucks are together. Let's do a stress test. I already tested this. It's pretty sweet. What we're going to use here, this here is a JM296. It is a 296. Here's the 280. This is a 296. So it's bigger. It's got ludicrous power, of course, like the 280. It does not have a heat shield like the 280 does, but it is vented. I don't really use this in trains because it just doesn't fit in anything except 10 Shoto brass. I use it in the GP20. I use it in the SD24. And I'm going to use it in that. I'm going to use it in this guy. I'm going to use it in this AC Gilbert RSD 15, or what they call the Gilbert Diesel. This thing is super wide. It'll fit that guy, and it's single shaft, so it doesn't have a lot of uses. But that one uses a single shaft. So now let's try it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get you set here. Okay, got the bench tester right there. I'm going to turn them up probably to around 3 volts or so, because this thing is super sensitive. And then we'll look at that. We'll look at the control panel in a second here. But let me go ahead. Now I got to hold on to this thing so it doesn't get away from me. It's a little hard to control. That's good. I should figure out some way to clamp this thing. All right, so we're at 3 volts. Now let's go look at the control panel up here. 3.3 volts, and we're drawing a 1/4 amp. So this thing does draw a little more power than most of our motors. But still, it's way under the limit, and that is... This thing could tear this thing apart. If things weren't set up right, this motor would just tear this apart. Just wreck it. But you can hear it on the table. But other than that, it sounds pretty smooth, doesn't it? It really sounds like this is a very smooth truck. We won't know until we test. We'll test it in DC when we get them together. But I think we're gonna call it on these trucks being ready. And let's move on to, let's make an underframe for this guy. This test is showing us pretty great. And notice the wheels can go in and out and move around and stuff and back and forth. And so we've got awesome independent suspension. Yeah, the Mark 15 truck works like this on the track. Well, it's by far the best truck we made, and it's got a performance boost over the Mark 14.